Section 4.4, evaluating logarithms and change of base theorem. We're going to continue our discussion with logarithms, talking first about the common logarithm. We've talked about it already, but I have not referred to it as common log. Applications, again, that's just word problems. So we're going to do some word problems involving common logs. We're going to talk about natural logarithms, and then we'll do some word problems involving natural logs. And then we're going to talk about logarithms with other bases. We're going to talk about a change of base formula. Pretty simple day today. A common log. Two of the most important and most used bases in logarithms are 10 and e. If you see a 10 as the base, that's referred to as a common log. Remember the other day I said that if there's no number listed for the base, then we're going to accept that it's a 10. The reason? That's the common log. So common log is base 10. And as I wrote on the board last week, log of x is the same thing as log of 10 of x. So if you're dealing with a common log, don't write the 10. It's just two extra numbers in there that might actually mess you up. So we'll start off talking about some common log calculator usage. Geez, it's a matter of just typing in the calculator. So log of 1,000. Well, if the base is 10, you don't actually need a calculator for this. 10 to what power is 1,000?
2.
Oh, wait.
10 squared used to be 100.
5.
10.
Oh, 10 squared.
Yeah, I guess you might need to use a calculator. 3, right? 10 to the third power is 1,000.
Oh.
Okay, but if you type in your calculator, log 1,000, enter, it's going to say 3.
Where do you see log on here?
It's on the left side,
By
the third button up, fourth button up.
7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, look on the left to 7.
button.
Oh, I see it. I was looking at the 7.
Okay. Yes. Log of 142. Well, 142.
That was a joke, right?
You said yes.
I didn't even get it.
She's not feeling well. I don't know what she's asking. Don't ask. My answer is always no. She's not feeling good. My answer is always no.
I feel like that's an exception. I'm going to accept this as a defeat.
I think defeat.
Okay, so I know that 10 squared is 100. I know that 10 cubed is 1,000. So the log of 142 is probably close to 2. So if you type log 142 and press enter, what do you get?
2.1522888344. Oh my gosh.
So log of 142 is about 2.15.
I went on.
Do you have to write that little squiggly line thing?
Approximately.
I am because it's approximate. It's not exact. Okay? I'll look at the next one, and that number is less than 10. Well, because that number is less than 10, I've got to put the 10 in the denominator somehow. So by looking at the last one, I know the answer to that one's probably negative. Because the answer is I'm taking the log of a number that's less than 10. Okay? And when you type it in, you get?
Negative 2.23. So approximately negative 2.
Okay? Hard stuff?
Very.
Horrible.
Please put 10 of those on the test. That'd be awesome.
Please do. Then I pass.
I'll take 40 of just that, and then
Of that?
10 of like random ones.
They get you at least an 80.
Okay, now I'm starting to understand what Hannah was talking about, the chemistry crap. This is literally chemistry.
Okay,
In chemistry.
in chemistry, the pH is defined as the negative log of the hydronium ion. Okay? So this is just the hydronium ion. This is a variable. Okay? It's going to be the measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a solution. Pure water has a pH of 7. If the pH is greater than 7, it's a base. or an alkaline. If the pH is less than 7, it's an acid. Typically, pH is rounded to the nearest tenth. 10. So in your stomach is hydrochloric acid, right? Hydrochloric acid helps break down and digest food. It's an acid. When you go swimming, you want the pH to be at a certain level. You don't want to be in water that's very basic or very acidic. That's not good for your body. So this is just information. So pH equals negative log hydronium ion. Okay, that's the formula. That's the equation we're about to use. Find the pH of a solution with hydronium equal to 2.5 times 10 to the negative 4th power. All we're doing is replacing hydronium with 2.5 times 10 to the negative 4th power.
So negative log 0.0025.
Now for this problem and this problem only, I'm going to go ahead and show steps to break it down like we were doing last week, just as a review on how to rewrite logarithms. This is the logarithm of a product. I have two things here that are multiplied together. 2.5 is being multiplied by 10 to the negative 4th power. How do you write a log of a product? How do you break it apart? Do what? You're adding them. So I'm going to rewrite this. This is negative. Now I'm going to put this in a bracket because I need to keep that negative sign there. The log of a sum is equal to, the log of a product is equal to a sum. So I'm going to have log 2.5. I'm breaking this up, so plus log 10 to the negative 4th power. Again, what I'm doing right now is simply review. If you were simplifying this, what should we do next?
Add the
-4.
Okay.
Oh.
Negative log 2.5. That negative 4 comes out front, so I have a plus and negative, which is just minus 4 log 10. No calculators yet.
That doesn't work.
What's log 10?
1.
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Because it's log base 10.
So it's -4.
Okay? So we have negative log 2.5
-4.
minus 4. Calculator. What's log of 2.5? Round to the nearest 10.
0.3.
Okay? And I'm going to change the signs here, so this becomes 4 minus 0.4, and 4 minus 0.4 is 3.6.
How did you just change the signs?
Because there's a negative sign up front. If you wanted to, you could do 0.4 minus 4 and get negative 3.6, and then negative 3.6 is still positive 3.7. Now, again, guys, that was just to review, to do another problem like we were doing last week. I want to talk about entering this in the calculator. Do not type, or do not type, I don't know. Do not type 2.5 times 10 to the negative 4th in the calculator. Don't do that.
Can't do a log to a scientific notation.
Okay? To solve this problem, all you have to do is type negative log 2.5. How do you do times 10 to the
Second log. Oh wait, no, which one is it?
times 10 to the
No. Times 10 to what?
Parentheses?
Oh, no.
Double E.
E.
Okay, so it's this comma button here, the double E, so second, comma. What's my exponent?
-4.
4.
-4.
Okay,
So why couldn't you just type the whole thing in?
I just did.
Well, why couldn't you just type in the 10?
I don't know if typing times 10 is ever gonna cause a problem or not.
Wait,
Like
click
I said,
enter.
I know it did this time, I'm just telling you, I don't know if it's always gonna work. This will always work.
Click enter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same answer.
I'm saying when you're entering scientific notation, folks, do it this way. That might cause a problem, I don't know. This one. Any questions on this one?
For angles, you have to make sure your calculator is in degree.
If you're dealing with degrees. If you're dealing with radians, you want it to be in radians. Part B, find the hydronium ion concentration of a solution with a pH of 7.1. So this problem is telling us the pH. So pH is 7.1. 7.1 equals negative log of this hydronium ion. And quite honestly, folks, if you're doing a problem like this, if you wanted to change this whole thing to an X, I don't care, because that's all it is. Just remember what you're dealing with, okay? Okay, I need to get the hydronium piece by itself. What should we get rid of first?
Negative log.
Not negative log,
The negative?
the negative. I've got to get rid of that negative sign. So I'll just multiply both sides by -1.
So when you multiply the log and then the x, it's one part. It's not two different parts where you would.
Yeah, that log hydronium, that's one thing. You can't just say, well, let's divide both sides by log. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Some math doesn't work. If you ever had a problem that looked like this, sine x divided by n, you can't say the answer is 6. It doesn't work that way. You can't just cancel free dilly. Okay? So we got to follow rules here.
Oh, I just now realized what you did.
I was
Where
really
does 6
confused.
come from?
You know, like the S.
SIX.
Oh.
That's a
Yeah,
new
that
song
was a
word.
really
Come on.
high level joke. That
Oh,
you
I was very
understood.
confused.
This is how you know he's a dad.
Okay. If we have time, we'll talk about pizza in a little while too. That's a great one too.
Pizza?
Okay.
Wait,
Don't
are
set
you
up his
recording?
joke for him.
Yes.
Don't set up his jokes for him.
Okay, last week, there were a couple properties. What are you doing? Why are you looking over there laughing? What's going on?
I don't know, it always looks like I'm curious.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
I looked at the ceiling.
Last week, there were a couple properties. One of them looked something like this. That's an A.
Yeah.
Remember that? So A raised to the log base A of X is simply X. And there was another property we looked at last week that looked like this. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. On the right side, what is the base of that logarithm? What is it? What's the base of this logarithm? What number's right there?
10.
10.
10. right? So this is log base 10 of whatever this thing is, okay? This is just a negative 7.1. Because this is base 10, I'm going to make this whole thing an exponent. And I'm gonna make this whole thing an exponent. So basically what I'm doing is I currently have an m equals n, because these are different. M equals n. I'm gonna make it look like this. Okay? And the thing I'm gonna choose for my a is going to be 10. So what I've just now done is I've made the left side and the right side, I've made them exponents. And that's legal. Based on this property. Okay? Now, based on the property that says a to the log base a of x is equal to x, what happens to the right side?
It just becomes the variable?
It just becomes the hydronium. Okay? So what I have now is 10 to the negative 7.1 power is equal to the hydronium, which is my variable. Or if you change it to an x and you're working with an x because it's less complicated, that's fine, do that. And guys, that can be in the calculator. Bless you, bless you.
What is it equal to?
7.9 to the negative 8th power.
No,
How many decimal places do we count when doing expensive multiplication?
you know, typically in scientific notation, we don't go 2 decimal places. But what the book is doing a lot in here is since we're working with pH, they're just rounding it to the 1 decimal place. So,
8. Just kidding. I don't
what'd you get?
I'm at 7.94.
There's like a negative
7.94? Oh, that's not right.
8.
Times 10 to the negative.
Look at the whole answer.
Is it not like the?
Oh, and then
It's
it's
10
e
to the negative 7.1 power, right?
Yeah?
Is it not the?
Okay,
part?
so 7.9432823347 with the exponent, the little e, which means times 10 to the negative 8.
Oh, times 10 to that power.
Oh my gosh, you really did not just.
You didn't say times 10. You said 7.9 to the power. That's what you said. Someone over here said 7.94.
He said that.
Okay? The answer is
7.9 times, well, I'm assuming you want the 10th, times 10 to the negative 8th power.
that's
Where's
correct.
the extra 10 to the negative 8 from?
It's on your calculator. The E. The E means times 10.
Where did the e come from?
From your calculator.
It's right down your calculator.
Where did you use
Your calculator
7.9?
blank. Type 10. Caret. Negative 7.1.
I really wish I would have paid attention to Miss Max when she was trying to teach us scientific notation.
Wait, where did you get 7.9?
From the calculator.
The 10
I
to
think
the
I know how.
negative
Type that
7.1
in.
power.
No, mine says error.
Don't, it's a negative sign, not a subtraction.
That's what I did. I
No,
pressed
you
the
didn't. You
negative.
put a subtraction.
No, 10. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's error. How do I type it in? I don't know how to type it in.
That's it. Yeah.
Wait,
There you go.
bro, it's a.
What?
Bro,
Wait,
what did I do wrong?
it's just 10 with
Is she
that.
putting in the e?
Oh, yeah. Oopsies.
Okay, moving on.
My bad.
Wetlands are classified as bogs, fens, marshes, and swamps based on pH value. pH value between 6 and 7.5 makes it a rich fen. pH between 3 and 6, it's a poor fen. Less than 3, it's a bog. The hydronium concentration of a sample of water in some wetland is 6.3 times 10 to the negative 5th power. How would we classify this body of water?
Whoa. Good type again.
What's the equation?
6.3 times 10 negative.
pH equals
Log
Log.
Negative one.
negative log
6.3 times 10 to the negative.
of hydronium,
Never mind.
which is what you were saying.
Okay.
But how do I work problems? I always write the equation down first.
Step by step.
Okay. What information did they give us?
That hydronium ion concentration.
Okay. So pH equals negative log of 6.3 times 10 to the negative fifth power. Type that in your calculator. Negative
Okay.
log
4.2.
6.3 e negative 5.
4.2.
4.2. Is that the answer to our question?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
The question doesn't ask what's the pH.
Oh,
The question
wow.
asks, how would you classify this wetland?
4.2
Porphin.
is in between 3 and 6. It is a porphin.
It's not water. Nope.
Okay, that's right.
I heard that. That's offensive.
Am I wrong?
Wait, where's the marsh? In the swamp?
What?
Where's the marsh in the swamp?
come
Who cares? We don't have that information.
Wait, never mind. What's wrong?
So confused.
Okay,
I
4.2.
just lost. I don't know where the 4.2 came from.
From 6.3
Type
times
this in
10
the calculator.
Oh.
I believe in
Yes.
Did someone else how to do the log thing with the e?
Again?
Yeah, I don't really get it. Well, yeah, I
I'm
honestly don't know how you
trying
type it in, but I believe in you.
Okay. Negative log of 6.3.
Is the e the times 10?
No, it's, well, yes.
Yes.
It's right here.
Yeah, but like,
There's the times 10
okay.
to the what?
Negative
Negative
5.
And I don't, okay. Yeah, that still doesn't make sense. No, I'm just kidding, I'm just
So we
kidding.
just write.
I'm getting that backwards. Okay.
Yes, because E takes the place of
Of times 10.
times 10, makes the next thing the next one.
What's that last one?
Then,
Why is he so
I'm trying to find it.
moving on.
I'm like super smart now.
Loudness. Loudness is measured in decibels. We first assign an intensity of I sub 0 to a very faint threshold sound. So I sub 0, I naught, I'll refer to it as that, that's your starting point. If a particular sound has an intensity I, then the decibel rating D of this louder sound is by the following formula. D equals 10 times log of I over I naught. That's just the formula.
So I to the
Okay, that's all it is.
0 is I naught.
I sub 0 is I naught.
I know.
Okay?
I sub 0.
Find the decibel rating D of a sound with intensity 10,000 I naught. What do I do with that 10,000 I naught?
Plug it into the D equals 10 log of
Wait for you to teach us.
that too.
There's no I.
No, teacher, why did you put it all at the
Wait, do you put it in D?
Yes, because that's decibels.
What?
I'm finding D. I wouldn't want to plug it in for D. We're looking for D.
So when you put the 10,000 under
D for dummy.
Yeah.
Did you say D for dummy?
I did.
You're recording.
I am.
He's editing. He is.
Under the denominator?
Is that what the intensity is?
Yes.
Wait, but is I intensity
Wait, that's
too?
theorem.
Okay, the question is I intensity? I don't know.
Oh, so it's the numerator. You plug in the 10,000 for the numerator.
Just 10,000?
10,000
I know, right?
Just kidding. Wait, what's I then?
Because I'm not so sure.
I is this. This is I.
But then what's I not?
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
What are you looking at?
What are you putting it over?
I'm putting this equation there.
But you said I not
Wait,
doesn't
can you just
matter,
cancel
so I
the I
said
not?
that.
I not cancels.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the I not coming
Who's
I not is I zero.
Then why is he
What is
gone?
I thought? What is I?
I know, right?
Wait, what is I not?
I'm so sorry you'll have to put up with this every day.
You know what? It's not our fault. Our brains
Summit
are made a
has
little
dealt
bit
with me
smaller
since
than
second
some.
grade, so.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
So now what?
Wait, I'm still writing 10,000.
Now it's
Just draw 4 circles. How bad is
That's what I'm doing.
Now I'm
I
writing
get-
I know.
I'll start recording another class period.
No.
What's the best class
Wait, you
period?
only record.
Great daughter.
Yeah, my name
I
is now
think that
changed.
is very far.
My name's now Regard. At least it's a C and not a T.
Hey, I found it.
What, the T?
No, the
The I not. Okay, what is log of 10,000? No calculator. What's log of 10,000?
three.
3.
4.
Four.
Four.
You said it was 3 last time.
That was 1,000. It was
Why?
a different
No,
number.
it's
So you just have to count the zeros.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
1,
wait,
2, 3,
actually?
4.
It's 40.
Okay.
I
So-
never know how to use
So
it.
what's the how loud is the sound?
40.
It's
40
40
decibels.
decibels.
Yeah, it's not that loud.
Again, where did
40 decibels. It's not.
That's actually like your average speakers.
Ow.
what's I not? Just
I sub 0.
You are? Nice
I
to
sub
meet you.
0 doesn't matter. It's just a part of the problem
Okay,
that you
moving
get to
on.
cancel and get rid of.
It's the best.
Natural log. Natural log is base
Why
E.
are there so many?
Okay. So common log is just log x. You won't see a base. If the base was E, you would not write log base E of x. You would simply write ln, natural log of x.
But you can't put that in the
So wait, so put in.
What did that say?
Natural log button is right below the log button.
Wait, oh my gosh. All of these look like I's and L's. And
Oh,
Why are
Ellen!
there so many? It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, I thought that was I.
That looks like I'm
Wait,
writing
where's
fancy
natural log?
I.
I got it.
Okay, no calculator. Look up at the front. I want to know what is the natural log of E cubed without using a calculator.
It's just there for what I want.
Guys, every single property that we talked about for logarithms is true for natural logs because a natural log is a log. It just has a base of E.
3.
The answer is 3. Why?
That was all her.
Because you typed it in the calculator. You cheated. Okay,
I did it.
what do you do with the exponent?
Move it to the front.
Move it to the front. What's the natural log of E?
1.
That's
1, because it's log base E of E.
So what times
Oh,
four?
so it's just multiplied by 1.
Okay, so it's 3 times 1, which is 3. Now these other ones we can't do in our heads.
Oh,
Natural log of 142.
Wait, why can't?
4.95.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Then 6. Okay.
2.639.
955.
Yeah.
This next one is going to be negative because we're taking the natural log of a number that's less than E, which is approximately 2.71828.
Okay, negative
Negative 5.15.
1, 4.
5, it's 4.
You're right. You don't
Exactly,
round. You have
you
to
don't
round
round.
down.
It's a
1, 4.
I'm really bad at
I
rounding.
feel like you're stressing them out.
Wait, what's that rounding rhyme? Where it's like,
Who
4
cares?
less, let it rest, 5 or more.
Thank you.
oh, there you go. Why are we looking for zero?
Stop.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, uh-oh.
Do not get the pattern.
How many times have I told y'all to knock it off today? I'm all about having a good time in here. But y'all are being absolutely ridiculous. And if you want to waste my time, if you don't care, if you want to jack around and then you don't get it, I'll waste your time and I'll help those that care. Are we done acting fools? Yes or no?
Yes.
The number e is naturally occurring. That's why natural log and e and stuff like that is used for natural things. For instance, aging rocks. We can age rocks by measuring the amount of argon 40 and potassium 40 that's in the rock. There's the equation. Folks, you don't have to memorize these equations. If there is a problem involved between log or natural log or whatever, they're going to give you the equation. What's important is, can you figure out what you're plugging in, where it goes, and can you simplify a logarithmic equation? That's the important part. Okay? There's a wonderful equation. There's a rock. The argon measurement is 0. I don't know what the potassium measurement is, but it's greater than 0. We need to plug numbers in and solve this equation to see how old this rock is. So before you start grabbing your calculator and punching numbers, let's think about it. What is the value of A?
0.
A is 0. 0 is divided by some positive number. What do you get?
0.
0. What's 8.33 times 0?
0.
So all we have is
1.
natural log of 1. So here's what we have. We have t equals 1.26 times 10 to the 9th power times, and I put this in parentheses. You don't have to. I like to, though. That's a messed up natural log. Again, we're working smart, not using our calculators. What's natural log of 1?
0.
Why?
1.
Because it's
Anything raised to the 0 power is
0.
1.
Wait, yeah, what did you do?
Oh,
Anything raised to the 0 power is 1, right? So the natural log, remember log of anything. Log of 1, I don't care what the base is. Log base, who cares, of 1 is 0. So here we have 0 divided by,
2.
who cares? This is 0. 0 times this big number is
0.
okay. How old's the rock?
It's not old at all.
0.
It's a newbie, a newborn or whatever, right? It's a new rock. So we found a brand new rock, apparently. I don't know how that works.
Go back a page. Okay.
Okay, part B.
Has no argon.
The ratio of argon potassium for a sample of granite from New Hampshire is 0.212. How old is this sample of granite? What information did they give us?
They gave us
A
A over
over
K.
Okay. So we're gonna replace the whole A over K, right?
Yeah.
Because all of A over K is 0.212. The equation's already written down. So T equals 1.26 times 10 to the 9th times, again, I like parentheses around this fraction, natural log of 1 plus 8.33 times 0.212 over natural log of 2. Make sure your parentheses match up. Make sure if you open a parenthesis, you close it. That's why I had to have those parentheses at the top there.
How many decimal places did you want?
All of them. And then we'll approximate it.
Okay.
So this is just a matter of typing that in the calculator, right?
Yes.
Being patient, using your alpha y equals to get a fraction, putting parentheses around stuff, and typing it incorrectly.
So if we just set up for failure.
Does it start with a 1
I got it.
and then an 8 and
I'm
then a
not
4?
there yet.
Wait,
How are you?
9?
I don't get it. 4 times 7 times 10.
I wanna know how you
To the nine.
started.
1, 6 times 2 is 8,
316 what?
9.
And then 10.
I'm good with that.
That,
That's not what I got.
So how old is this granite?
a million
A
years.
billion years old.
A billion.
Almost 1,000, a million? Yeah, 1.8 billion.
Is the earth even that old?
Wait,
That was
Yeah.
the stupidest question you've ever asked.
oh, I see the LN now.
How old is the earth?
Oh, I have no idea.
Wait, what was it? Oh, whoa. How do I
Very, very
fix
old.
this? 1, 8, 4, 9, 4. I
Yes.
fixed like 8, 4, 9,
There's
4.
lots of what's on your
Four.
screen.
Do what?
0,
I don't know how to make it bigger, because you wanna like unpin everything.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay, I can work with it for now.
I just knew it was more.
Wait, so we type it in the calculator exactly like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
if you'll be careful, if you'll write it down exactly like the equation, put parentheses where it needs to be, and type it in exactly like you see it, it should give you an answer,
I did something wrong.
okay?
I didn't.
You probably have a parentheses issue.
I think I did.
I
You probably forgot to
still
close the
might
parentheses.
I did mine using like, I did like one section at a time and just
That's
the
fine,
answer.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like to do that because they like to do their own order of operations and why it goes.
1.0 billion.
We can make one.
You probably got an error in your parentheses. Oh, I don't even wanna follow it. Do it in multiple steps. Okay,
Okay.
all right, we'll start with this one tomorrow. Should have been past this one.
I just don't get all this.
I think that was-